Hello everybody, Double A Gaming here, and today we're once again attempting to climb the Three Mountains as Ryukyu, which involves a full world conquest, and our specific strategy for this will be to kind of exodus ourselves through Siberia, through Alaska, all the way down to our real goal, Mexico. We're going to become Nahuatl, and then once we kill the Aztecs, we can actually steal their mission tree. And we're going to follow that along. Somewhere in the mission tree, it'll give us access to sunset colonies, which allow us to essentially make subjects out of all of the old world. And I think that's going to be the most optimal strategy. In the past, I had screwed around with like a pirate campaign, right, where we kind of take over the Philippines, but you become so dependent on a navy that it becomes really expensive, because then you need to all of a sudden you need to do the heavy ships, right, and they cost a lot of money, which you don't necessarily have. You have a little because of the whole raiding thing. Then you kind of become dependent on constantly every, I think it's like 10 years, going out and raiding those coastal provinces. I've tried a combination of the Aztec strategy with the Emperor of China. I really don't feel like the Emperor of China is becoming the Emperor of China is conducive to a good world conquest. We're going to keep it simple. New world, we're going to take that over. And my goal is by 1600 to have probably at least over 1,000 development, most of the New World, and be ready to start conquering Asia and Africa. And by like the 1700s, I'm hoping I can be ready to then start like picking apart Europe. We're going to want, for that point, obviously admin efficiency, war score reduction cost. I'm not as worried about core cost reduction, simply because of the sunset colonies. So if right now, that's in the future. For right now, we're actually going to make sure we do our opening moves. I'm going to immediately go admin focus. We're going to want dip below later, but for the beginning, we want admin. Our starting ruler sucks. We hate him. We want him dead. We want him gone. So the best way to do that is actually make him a general, and then actually put him in charge of a drilling army. First of all, though, I'm going to get rid of this horse archer. It costs 55 ducats a month. We don't have that. We can't afford it. We're going to split off this one troop, start drilling. We're going to reduce our army maintenance, because we can't afford that either. We're going to make a bark, and then eventually we're going to get an explorer, so we'll take advantage of that once that time comes. We cannot afford any advisors. What we can do, though, is give out the monthly power privileges. We're going to be looking for estate statutory rights. We really want that because there's no downsides to it for us, because it increases the minimum autonomy of a province by 25, but since we only have our capital, a nation's capital always at 0. So we want to keep the states, we want to keep our crown land at 0, because that has the best mean time to happen of the event firing. That'll give us that privilege, but we will also give out some more privileges. For now, we're just going to do free enterprise on the merchants, rights of council, and supremacy of the crown. And then oversight of the clergy. We're going to give out religious diplomats. I might give out this later. Let's think on that. For now, clerical education. And then we are just about ready. I think I'm going to turn down my music just a notch. There we go. Oh, and in the background, but still present, and this should be good now. Pardon me. Let us make sure we don't have any lazy diplomats. I want good relations with the Ming, Korea, and Ashikaga. Those are the only nations who could really potentially threaten us. And we are actually ready to go speed 5 and go let the time tick. For this kind of content, we're going to actually say no to the Bushi, because I can't afford to lose one base tax right now. For this content, I'm actually going to edit this down, get rid of all the fluff, because in this Ryukyu campaign, there's going to be like decades of just like going speed 5, right? And I don't want to subject you guys to that. But if you do like this kind of more edited content, go ahead and like let me know. Give me a like or a comment. That's really appreciated, and lets me know that you want to see more of this. But yeah, obviously we're not going to solve this ourselves. We're going to get 30% crown land back, which is great because we were actually losing 20% national tax modifier a month. 20% of it because of the low crown land. Now we literally have no downsides because this doesn't affect us. At 64, so in 20 years we'll get rid of that. And then at also at 64, so 64 we're gonna swap over our focus and get rid of the estate crown land. So we're gonna keep a mind on that. We are going to be giving Ming their tribute every time they ask for it. Once we're in Mexico, I'm gonna start saying no. But for now, we are free to actually give them that. One thing about Okinawa. So this is actually good. If we were going to like for a pirate campaign, this might actually be worth a restart. But since we're not, they'll actually raid everyone, and even like raid the Ming, which is really beneficial for us. So going for this is really beneficial. But for Okinawa, I'm not going to develop it unless I get the RNG for there's 2 tributary events that can give you combined minus 20% developing cost modifier. Then I'll develop that. The reason I'm not doing it unless I get that is simply because I don't want a 30 development island that Ashikaga or Unified Japan is going to be looking at like he wants it, right? I don't want to get stuck defending this one island. So I will try to save my my mana for developing a Mexican province. 4-4-3. I mean, it's no 6-6-6, but I think I would say I have to take that because that is, for me, that's good enough because I'm looking for a minimum of 3-3-3. That's a 4-4-3, so that's gonna be good enough for now. So I'm gonna take that. And we do want Shitsatsu to die as soon as possible. Because then once 15 years pass, once he dies level 4-4-3. Hopefully we keep getting good rulers. Honestly, I would have preferred even more of that, but I'm not about to reject that because I don't know what I could get. I'll go ahead and take decentralized ruling because once again the autonomy of Okinawa just does not matter. I'll take some admin power. This first part is a little boring. It's a lot of waiting. Before we can really do anything, we're gonna need I think like the first 3 exploration ideas before we can do like actually anything at all. Oh yeah, we want to make sure we accept the next one because we don't want Ming to break our tributary status. I didn't realize the default was to deny them. That's a little funny. Go and send out some royal marriages. It doesn't really matter. Follow that by saying neighboring countries. Who cares? Oh yeah, we need to accept that because he will just break the tributary status, and then we might just be like food for Ashikaga, which I don't want. Yeah, right now we're kind of racing for Tech 5 because that'll give us our first idea group. This is tough. I'm actually going to get rid of stability. I really want to race through the government reforms because we're going to... First of all, we want as many government reforms as possible because it's basically just free buffs. But also, later on, I might actually be swapping to a theocracy for 2 reasons. For one, we'll keep... once we swap to Nahuatl, we'll get access to like the Aztec mission tree, which will swap our government, but also there's a blood republic, a blood monarchy, and then a blood theocracy for the Nahuatl. Like they have their unique sacrificing estate buttons and all that. So we have no reason not to go theocracy because it'll actually give us horsepower cost reduction. Plus, there's a unique government form, and there's a government form for all of them, but it's still really good. If we're lucky, we're gonna get some development events, which I would really like. Or being strong is a good thing because it means we'll keep Ming on his toes. We can get a royal marriage with Jiangsu, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Royal marriages give you like a small, tiny little buff, but it also keeps me friendly with my neighbors, which is important to me because I'm tiny and weak. One benefit is even if Sho doesn't die on his own, he should be. So he won't be able to abdicate till 64. So our ruler should be like 18 by then. So we're gonna lose a few years of having a 4-4-3. But we can still force him to abdicate and gain a much better ruler. This guy is just so cheeks. Once we get to Mexico, I know I'm gonna swap to Nahuatl. I'm thinking of also swapping to a Mexican culture, just because I can't really. It would make a lot of economic sense to do that because it would give once we had an empire, we'd have an early cultural union over all of like Mexico, and having a culture that's not our own. I can't really show you here, but there's downsides. There's malices. You lose tax. You lose, I think, some production, manpower, and you get some national unrest. So we want to be accepting all those cultures, and we get free acceptance of everything within our empire. And once we're an empire, everything within our culture group. I'm gonna go ahead and actually get rid of some admin, which seems paradoxical, but like around 60, we're gonna have our 5th idea group. Yeah, see 59, or also around 59, we're gonna have jeez, we need to make sure we're accepting that. I really don't want to tick off the Ming. We need I actually forgot what I was saying right there. Ming scared me. I wish I could just auto-accept or auto-deny. It's kind of such a hassle. Unfortunately, like in my opinion, slightly poorly designed there. It's like press the button, get the button, just I don't want to be pressing that button all the time. I want to set that up ahead of time, but that's okay. I'm also gonna send my merchant to Beijing and collect there. As you can see, even without like developing it all, we're having okay income right now for how small we are. The more we get, the better it'll be, though. That is so funny. Well, let's see if it's funny first, because I thought, let's see. Okay, so no, that's actually perfect for us. Because I was just talking about the Diplo. Because I was actually going to be really upset, because normally I'm so used to giving it the Diplo, temporary monarch power, instead of the actual monarch power. But in this instance, I didn't want 1-2-1. I just want Shiatsu dead. But right as I complained about not having Diplo, it gave that to me. So that was actually really, really lucky, really fortunate. Perfect. We have a temporary regency. I don't care though, because it gets the spread of Shiatsu. The region isn't that good, but part of the reason why Regency is so good from this instance is because being in a Regency protects you from some of those really nasty air-killing events, right? Because right now, he's still technically an heir, but he can't have like a hunting accident now or anything like that, because a lot of those air-killing events need to be not in a Regency. Really good for us. I'm gonna stay at -1 stability because I'm just gonna depend on an event raising that for us. So we got one of the Ming events. There's another one where it could give us another minus 10%. If we get that, I'm gonna develop, but if we don't, I'm not gonna. I really don't want to develop here because it's so much risk. Because it makes Ashikaga want to kill you so bad. Like as soon as Okinawa is like a developed province, like he will automatically swap to hostile with me. The only reason he's not right now is because Okinawa isn't a province he feels like he needs immediately. So we do finally get Admin Tech 5, which means we can then take Exploration. At 64, we want to swap over to Diplo Focus. We're also about to get our heir with much better Monarch points. A good heir that's very nice for us. We got a kind of a poor personality trait, but it's not really, we don't have any subjects and it's only +5 even if we did. But I was hoping for a benefit like Midas Touch giving us a tax rate, but that's okay. It's also good to know we'll have a good heir to follow up with Bunei too. Hopefully we keep that. Keep the good rulers coming, I mean. So we definitely want to take that. So exploration, that gives us, I don't really care about naval attrition at all, but that gives us the ability to recruit explorers and conquistadors, and you'd think that we're immediately going to take spend the Diplo and get a conquistador or an explorer, but we're not. We're going to wait until our second idea, which is a colonist, will actually allow us to give us state privileges. That'll give us a free explorer and conquistador. So we're kind of just budgeting our monarch points. Also, even if we did have an explorer right now, he wouldn't be able to find the provinces I actually need, so. Oh, hold on. So pretty soon we'll be able to change our focus to Diplo. We're gonna keep Diplo focus because not only do we want these next two Diplo ideas, but we also want to get to tier 7 and Diplo. In December, we're able to get rid of estate statutory rights as well. So in exchange for 111 mana power, we've lost nothing at all, but like maybe like a few months, right? A few months of losing some national tax, but that's it. Very easy decision to make right there. I'm not going to get a general. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna revoke. Just gonna rise up some rebels, but then they're done with. Move that back down. And I would like another building. I think I might save up for the admin tech 6. Here we go, we got a colonist. And that will allow us to give out our privileges we were looking for. I'm going to give out the... each estate has one, but I'm going to give out the one for the nobility and the merchants. And I'm going to choose native coexistence policy because that will allow us to always freely move through uncolonized provinces without getting attacked. It's really nice, especially because anyone who doesn't have them gets attacked by let's say you're over here, or let's say, yeah, over here, you're gonna attacked by 5,000 natives with you know, small military tactics bonus. You just don't want to be dealing with that. How about just patronage the arts? Whatever. Gives me prestige. Happy with that. There we go. I get that. The Bushi gonna be upset, but they're just gonna have to deal. They're real upset. There's actually some pretty nasty events you can get from having loyalty that's too low. So that's unfortunate, but that's something we deal with. Hopefully we won't even get that. Send my guys to the East China Sea, and then I'm going to grab 3 more troops. If we can reach, I'm gonna actually be declaring war on. So we can actually reach. So what I can do is I can move in my navy, then move in a conquistador. I'll actually show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Take these troops. Take the conquistador. Explore this coast. And you can see we can actually move in, so even if we can't discover that coast, we can still declare war on them. Next thing next, I'm gonna move over here and discover this. Then I'm gonna actually be improving my fleet maintenance and army maintenance. We're gonna need it. So we're likely going to be Nosy being on the Kamchattles. Or are we? Let me take that first. Alright, that gives us Tech 6. Then I'm going to throw a little, honestly, actually, I'm not even going to throw a workshop down. We didn't get, like, any of the events I was looking for that improved my, production, so it's not even worth it. Move my navy back because I can't afford to. They'll die if I keep them there because of all the attrition. Yeah, so he can't discover anything else. That's why we can, like, manually move in our conquistadors. Kind of cheating, maybe? Not really, but you know what I mean. It's like it wasn't originally intended to be able. Because way back then, you used to have to, like, manually click around, I believe, to explore. But they added the like the regional exploration. But that itself led to like, you can't manually send your explorer anymore, but you can manually send out your conquistador. So you can kind of combine the new and old systems in a way. And, you can only do that with this. I'll do that, sure, whatever. We're gonna go for expanded royal court because I really want reform progress. I'm laser focused on it. Now, I guess I am curious whether or not Nosy being in Wildlands will have any effect, but we'll see. So I'm gonna Nosy be these guys. Hold on one second. I'm gonna Nosy be these guys and then vassalize them. So our troops didn't get exiled, which is really good. I'm gonna take that, beat them up. Got morale damage received, sure. I do like the general traits, it's just they feel unreliable, so like you can't necessarily count on them, but getting like a good one does feel really nice. Morale damage at this point in the game is actually really good, because morale damage is how you win and lose battles. I swapped over to Diplo Focus, right? Looks like it. Yep. We're gonna still take more Diplo, happily. I'm gonna grab this colonial range. This is the one good part of the Ryukyu ideas with 25% aggressive expansion impact. Once we get Diplo, there'll be some synergy where we'll gain less aggressive expansion and then lose what we do get faster. We're going to be sending out our Explorer, preferably over here. Now he might attack, but... Oh no, this guy can't attack. I thought, for some reason in my head I thought it was War of the Kamchattles, but we're not. Does he have claims? He doesn't have claims, so... So normally, right, you can't core land that's outside your colonial range. But the exception is within the same continent, right? The rule is it has to be within the same continent. You can core your provinces adjacent to your subjects. But there is a caveat there. But right here, we're able to take full advantage of that. So vassalizing them, taking a bit of gold. I'm then going to be improving my relations with them in a moment. Okay, I don't love that. Okay, we attacked the Kamchattles first, I guess. We need to... I didn't want to spend my admin on this, but right now we have no choice. We should take one admin, just because we didn't get good enough events in time. I'm going to rival the Kamchattles. I'm going to declare war on them with my subjects claim. And then be taking over all this land. Luckily he kept 3k troops. I'm going to give these provinces to Codian, but then this province, it's imperative that we take this for ourselves. I had a test run where like we had everything but that one province because we took a subject that was here. And it doesn't give you the range. We need this province. That was a close war, but we won. Close war, close battle. Yeah, he's gonna be nasty, so I'm actually gonna cancel this mission for now. Yeah, we're gonna full annex these guys, but give them to Codian. Before I actually peace treaty these guys, I have a nagging suspicion. The second I want to declare war, they're going to move. So I'm going to literally make this peace treaty without unpausing. I'm going to attack these guys. I just have a bad feeling about it, so. Yeah, who cares? I don't. I guess I'll take that, because I can actually do that. Moving over took forever, but now we can do this. Now I don't want to win too quickly. I actually like this air, so I'm going to send a trained Medicus, but we might lose them. And we lost them. That's why it's so important. That's why it was so important earlier to be in a Regency, because those events, they just suck. Hopefully our next air is as good. Like, there's no guarantee of that. And worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to disinherit. But aren't just the way it is, right? Oh, lost the coin toss. But I sent the trained medicus, and that was like the most I could do. Now there might be a temptation to finish this idea group, but I'm actually not like at all ever going to be well, maybe eventually. I'm not sure. I'm not going to be colonizing much on my own. And if I do, will probably mostly be with like American frontiers to the Mexican idea group or mission tree. So I'm gonna say I don't care about that, and we're gonna be saving our diplo, or no, we're gonna be diploing up, like our tech. I'm actually, I can't risk it. Like I actually, it's imperative that we get this province, straight up. No, I will take these techs though. Now it does feel bad to pay the institution malice. Perfect. I'm glad our error is good, because I was worried after our first one died. Will you core this just a little bit faster? Of course you're like a different culture. So nations core their same culture group and same religion really fast, and different culture group different religion really slowly. So of course it had to be a different culture group. I had to pick the one oddball, of course. There we go. Now we can take this, because I said it needs to be adjacent to the subject earlier. It's actually adjacent to subject core. Go ahead and take that for myself, core it. I don't know why it's just moving over now. Ming is attacking Korea, I suppose. Interesting. I guess Korea decided he didn't need Ming anymore. Now he's got to deal with those consequences. Thank goodness. I really didn't think I'd be dealing with all this. Like a rebellion in Ryukyu. Of course, now he's gonna like, will I or won't I rise up and rebel? Oh, it's gone? No, it's not gone. No, it's right there. What? It swapped over? That is funny. Okay. So I guess I just send my troops back over here. That's a little bit funny. So I could take build force limit, but I'm not gonna yet, because they changed this a while ago. It didn't used to give all these claims, but now you get like claims or permanent claims, and I want to use those in Mexico. They're not like severely important. Technically, I could do it without it, but they're just nice to have. I'm also gonna trade company this, because keeps my religious unity looking pretty good. Yeah. Grant New World Charter. I'm gonna hold off on a conquistador. I'll go help out my poor subject, improve my relations with him. I'm also gonna make him a scootage. Just because I don't want to deal with, this way if I get in a war and someone like cheekily ferries some troops in, I don't have to worry about it, right? Because he won't even be in the war. Almost D group 7. Now I gotta decide if I want to keep teching up past 7 or if I want to try to save as much as my points as I can. Funny enough, you can actually trigger Columbian exchange through the Ming. I'm not quite sure why that works the way it does, but by giving him like access to your maps, you can get the Columbian exchange event. I'm not sure why. I'd have to look at the specific conditions of the event, which is kind of a funny little quirk of the code, I suppose. There we go. We are going to be wanting to attack Haida. Alright, just really grating me, all the little sounds. Hopefully this is still enough to give you some background noise without being too quiet. So I'm gonna take these right here. I'm gonna take religious, even if I don't plan on investing in religious right away. Deus Vult, I want it. Because I wonder if I could get one religion. I doubt it. That would be really nice. Lose some diplo power, that's fine. Lose some more prestige. I'll take some army tradition for some national unrest. I'm gonna discover that coast here. Beautiful. Let's send a spy over there. And what I'll be doing is I'll start colonizing when that spy network's closer to being at 20. But I'll just send some over now. I'm also gonna want to be ferrying over my troops. There we go. So I will be able to directly take this province as soon as I get to that point. I'm actually going to declare war on him now, because now he'll be locked in. He can't move. In terms of these loans, I have no choice. It's crazy. Hold on. So you can relax for a minute. But yeah, it's being a little bit expensive. I don't want to take all these loans because they'll affect my inflation, but my economy's kind of run away on me here. park my troops. Move them over to Haida. We're gonna take this province. Take some gold too. I was gonna say we can't take it, but as soon as I get that advisor back, I'll be able to take it, and he's gone. Nomad Frontier is really good. And he's gone. 85 at this point, like I might as well just wait. There we go. Trying to think what makes the most economic sense for me. Yeah, I'm not going to be taking any admin tech for a bit, so I should be free to invest in this a little bit. That is funny. I can't lie. Like, the second he's just gone. Just theoretically, he should stay in there a bit. Because he wasn't old, but whatever. Or maybe he was old. I wasn't paying that much attention. I can't make that claim. We actually got one of the few poor on events from religious. Our RNG is not being too kind to us right now. Now we can go ahead and core this. Go ahead and take that. Go ahead and move my troops over. Pay back these damn loans. I'm going to grant bookkeeping and then reduce my inflation by one time. So what's our colonial range currently? So once we've actually core this, we should be within range of Mexico, theoretically. Grab that. Take that. Got rebels in Ryukyu. We finally made it to Mexico. This has been our goal for a long time. We're declaring this first war. It looks worse than it actually is because most of these guys won't even help. And also, I'm I'm so far ahead of these guys. It's kind of crazy. I mean, Tech 4 alone is a huge one, but I've also got Tech 6 and 7 on them. You know, I'm good to basically just sit here and siege. Oh, yeah. Let's get rid of this. Can't afford that. Kidding me? What this first peace treaty is going to look like, I'm curious about. $66 months. So I need to make a peace treaty within 66 months. For sure. After that, I can accept that loss, because I can just come back for that little province later. I just can't. I can't be like... I can't be ferrying around troops for like a 3 development province. It's crazy. No. Oh, you wimp. I unfortunately have no choice but to just like sit here and take all that lose all that money. So I'm looking for like what province I want to start developing. Oh, I could have completed that too. Oh, I could have denied Ming. Oh well. Can I reduce my... I'm paying for a fort right now, but... yeah. It's just gonna be a matter of, like, I'm gonna have to punch them for my money back. I guess instead of that, I'll just give them... take maximum money. Totenek. I'm actually going to not phalanx these guys. Oh, I actually super do need to free that province first. I'm gonna send over some more spies in a moment. Honestly, I'm getting rid of that province. I don't want to deal with it. It sucks. Here we go. I'm not gonna tech up here. I'm gonna be looking for something, a province to develop. Maybe Sayulta? Flip and tech. Mexico. Maybe Sayula. So I'm looking at it. Come on. Goodness. I'm about to die without an air. I need some good events. I'm trying to get desperate for it. How the fuck do you figure? Oh, this is his subject? I guess I'm just gonna separate piece this dude. Alright, we're gonna wrap up this. We finally completed that siege, so we're gonna wrap up this. I'm full annexing him, taking his money. I'm going to give out burger loans. And of that, I'm gonna pay down all of this debt. Most of it. And then I'm going to... I cannot core all of this. So yeah, I'm gonna move my capital over to Sayula and then develop it. I'm gonna send out my explorers. I'm gonna hold off on seizing state land. So that he won't finish until 1501. Once that finishes, I'll be able to move my capital and dev up. Move your capital, buddy. What do you mean? You fool! You can't move your capital. Change of plans. I'm gonna move my capital to Seoltecus. It's not ideal, but I just don't have a choice. So I'm gonna move it over here. Gonna cost a lot of admin. I'm then going to the state Okinawa. And a trade company in it, just so it's not a problem in the future. I'm then going to core that. Going to dev cost that. I'm also going to build a temple here, then give out the development of temples edict. Thank God. Ooh. I needed something like that. Alright, I don't longer care about Ming. I made this as cheap as I could. Expanding from structure. Feels very weird to have a 4-19-14 province. It's grain. That's just the way it is. Just gonna take another loan. Embrace the Renaissance, and now we're in a good place. Our capital's in the New World. The only other thing I really want is I want to become Nahuatl as soon as possible. Also going to swap my tech over to Tepic. I shouldn't have swapped over to Tepic because I actually kind of want. Oh, these culture groups kind of suck. Oh. Interesting. Oh well. So we'll keep that. I was thinking there was like a broader Mexican group, but there very much isn't. This will do for now. In terms of Kyushin, I'm actually going to unaccept it. They've just fully swapped away from Kyushin culture. sell Okinawa. I'll be back for that later, eventually. But right now I just can't afford to be attacked and ask for like maximum this, maximum that. I'm going all in on Mexico. Now the only thing we have left over from the old world is our scuddage subject of Codent. So we're actually ready to wage war on the Zapotec. Or sorry, not the Zapotec, the Tlepentec. Alright, let's move trader over to Mexico and then trader over to California. Send out him. Oh, I messed up there. I could have gotten that even cheaper, but that's okay. Not ideal, but it's okay. I've got enough. I can work with this. Build the palace. Yeah, I want to take Zapotec's capital probably. Doomsday, you fool! Luckily, I had a lot of Diplo to spare. Losing out on the military kind of sucks though. I don't care about aggressive expansion impact. I'll be killing these guys too fast for it to matter. Take these beautiful provinces over. I can take all these. Bam. Bam. Going to seize that. Take this. Okay. Huh. I need to soften out Waddle so bad. Cholula, Cholula, Cholula. How fast will this ignite? 1506? Jeez. Oops. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. I mean, I'm illegitimate, no stability. I'm just asking for a disaster at this point, huh? At this point, I'd rather take internal conflicts than civil war. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to take out burger loans once more. Sure. Unrest lower than 0. I also don't have air, which is awesome. Religious unity, negative stability. Alright. Take that. I really just want to full annex you. We're going to take this province and wrap up this war just in time for a little civil war / eternal conflict. Well, I have that going for me at least. I'm gonna hold off on doing that. actually properly coring this land. Sure, I'll take that. Gives me those subjects, sure. Go ahead and hit strong duchies. And I will follow it up by doing that. So it is absolutely imperative that we attack the Aztecs for Cholula. Yeah, I'm not dodging internal conflicts. It's just gonna be how it is. Lose 2 stability. I'm glad I didn't stab up some big rebellions. Oh, cool. You just get a fort for free? How generous of this game to do that for you. We need to get all this shit together. I'm going to get Conquistador again. Sweet, we won that. I take my capital back. I'm gonna go ahead and unsiege these provinces. So I feel like before I can even do anything, I'm gonna need to actually, what am I doing here? Let's actually own subject countries. Now I just need to take this Cat province back. The reason I'm not spending any admin is because I have a feeling I'm going to need all of it. Absolutely all of it. I'm actually going to accept this just for the stability cost modifier. Normally I wouldn't do that. Next, I'm going to declare war on Aztec. I got New World Diamonds. I will happily take that. Thank you for the gold. The game thinks it's funny. 400-day siege. Yep. Mm-hmm. Very funny. Okay, now. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Now, I need so badly. Cholula. Like, I need, like, that. Alright, I'm gonna take their capital, and, like, honestly, I'm not even gonna shoot for, like, a full, like, I'm not even gonna shoot for, like, a full conquest or anything. I'm just gonna get enough to get Cholula. It's, like, do or die to get Cholula right now. Get rid of unrest. That'll get rid of 3 unrest. Plus I can... Alright, thank you. Boom, boom, boom. That should give us the event in a little bit. I don't know what the mean time to happen is, but it should be shortly. Knock on wood. I can't afford all these. Apparently I can afford all these forts. Pretty easily, in fact. I guess I'll hang on to them for now. I guess I'll get rid of this one. Right now I'm really just looking for the Temples of Cholula event. I need it badly. Seriously, what is the mean time to happen on that? Because I do need it. Oh, yeah. I do like to see that. Now, those are all permanent claims, which will be quite nice. I'm going to take up Diplo once. So, Temples of Cholula event. I need that event like now. Like now. Like yesterday now. There we go. Bam. I'm now Nahuatl. I now have 100% of 100 religious unity. I have 20% cost mod from that. Now I can, for 120. Oh shoot, my elbow. I can for 120. I can go up to here. Stability at least 1. Restore order. Gain 1 stability. Beautiful. We are so back, baby. Woo! That's right where we need to be, and this is actually a good point to leave off on. We're going to open up next episode with rapid fire conquests all over Mexico. We're going to annex the Aztecs to steal their mission tree. But for now, we're in a good spot to leave off on. So if you want to see more of this, go ahead and give me a like or comment below. Let me know I'm doing good, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.